Dr. Maria Montessori made the profound observation that young children learn primarily through spontaneous engagement with their environment, whether it be inside or outside of a classroom. She gave a name to the vast and indiscriminate internal powers of observation through which young children acquire knowledge and experience the world, the absorbent mind. Montessori also identified distinct stages or planes of development from birth through young adulthood. The Montessori primary classroom is designed to meet the needs of young children still in the first plane of development, ages 3 to 6, whose absorbent mind is actively driving their exploration and learning. At West Hills Montessori, 7 primary classrooms, each with between 20 and 25 children, are prepared to serve the inquisitive nature of the 3 to 6-year-old child. The primary experience is a 3-year cycle for most children, who typically enter at age 3 and stay with their cohort until they are 6 years old and ready for first grade. In Montessori Primary, we support the child's self-development by offering the following: classroom communities rooted in respect. Montessori based her work on the premise that the child self-constructs the adult they will later become. Therefore, supporting the child's self-development is the most important work of the adult. Through the lessons of grace and courtesy, we use role-play scenarios to introduce and practice the social skills, empathy, and compassion that are essential to a balanced, purposeful life. These lessons allow children to integrate ways of behaving that show other people that they are valued and respected. We believe that the children's identities and communities should be represented throughout our environments, and in the importance of learning from fellow humans of all races, ethnicities, abilities, sexual orientation, gender identities, family structures, and beliefs. Therefore, our classroom libraries are continuously enriched to offer stories of people with diverse identities and stories of people from cultures around the world. In our classrooms, differences are discussed and celebrated. Prepared classroom environments that serve the needs of the whole child. Child-sized furnishings and tools support the young child's developing independence and autonomy. The classrooms are beautiful, clean, and orderly, with shelves displaying logical groupings of materials organized sequentially. This attention to detail supports each child's unique path through the Montessori primary curriculum and their social, emotional, intellectual, and academic development. Many opportunities for independence. With the child's mantra in mind, "Help me do it myself," we strive to never do something for a child that they can reasonably do for themselves. Independence is the most important contributor to competence, which cultivates confidence, and confidence invites joy in learning and leads to success in life. Professional observation and feedback. Maria Montessori was a scientist, and she used her keen observation skills to maximize each child's classroom experience. All West Hills primary guides are formally trained to recognize what Dr. Montessori called sensitive periods, windows of developmental time when a particular concept is easiest for a child to learn. Through careful observations of a child's whole development, guides introduce specific materials to match the child's ability while offering an appropriate level of challenge. The guides also share their observations with parents in support of the home-school partnership. Montessori materials and curriculum. Young children take in the world through their senses, and Montessori materials are developed to offer concrete sensorial impressions before introducing abstract understanding. For example, the child becomes familiar with quantities of beads and counting objects aloud before identifying a quantity by looking at a numeral, such as 8. The materials demonstrate core concepts and inspire concentration, repetition, and mastery. Each Montessori material is designed with a unique purpose and is introduced as part of every child's individual learning plan. Through the work of practical life, children acquire the skills and experience that allows them to take independent care of many of their own basic needs, as well as contribute to the care of their classroom community. It is through these activities that children gain a sense of self-confidence and mastery. The confidence that is built through the acquisition of independence is aptly applied to learning in every other area of the curriculum. Sensorial materials are designed to organize the child's understanding and offer associated language such as hot, cold, circle, square, triangle, parallelogram, or long, longer, longest. Concrete explorations of a variety of isolated characteristics allow for the child to focus on one sensorial impression at a time, such as length, shape, or color. Children likewise engage in games of organization, sorting and ordering, counting, and vocabulary enrichment. Some activities provide physical, tangible introductions to expressive, reflective, and written language, while other sensorial explorations introduce the math concepts of quantity, eventually leading to the decimal systems and basic mathematical operations. Puzzle maps and geography materials demonstrate the placement of continents, oceans, and countries from which children can begin to situate themselves within the larger world. These lessons lead to explorations of different cultures, peoples, and ways of being. Freedom to choose and to move. Movement and choice are fundamental freedoms in every Montessori learning environment. We recognize the confidence that develops in response to having an appropriate level of agency over one's experience. In Montessori primary classes, children are given the freedom to choose an activity, work with it at a table or floor space, make mistakes, repeat the activity as often as they wish, thus internalizing the notion that learning is a self-driven internal process, not something that depends upon adult direction. In a Montessori classroom, freedom comes with responsibility. Greater levels of freedom are earned through responsibility, and likewise choices have consequences, which form the basis of developing social responsibility. A multi-age, multi-year experience. Like Montessori classrooms at every program level, our primary classrooms serve a multi-age grouping of children that benefit from being both learners and teachers within the community. Older students teach younger students, both through modeling and active assistance with lessons and work, and every child benefits from these integrated roles. As children continue through their 3-year cycle, each year offers them a new role in this community. A new child may be the recipient of copious amounts of help and care, offering a 3rd-year child the opportunity to emerge as a self-directed leader. If you think Montessori Primary may be the perfect fit for your inquisitive child, please reach out and learn more about us.